Some things in your life feel uncomfortable now because you've outgrown them. In this episode, we're talking about what it looks like to release what no longer fits and shift your focus toward the life that actually aligns with who you've become. Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Pretty Aligned Podcast, the space where we shift perspectives, reframe the way we think, and step into alignment with who we're truly meant to be. I'm your host, Octavia Darling, and every week we'll have real conversations that help you reset your mindset, overcome limiting beliefs, and create a life that feels good from the inside out. So grab your coffee, tea, your journal, or just your open mind and get ready to receive. Let's get into it. In last week's episode, we talked about how your life moves in the direction of the vision you're willing to write down. I provided insight on how valuable it is to clear your mind, redefine what you want, and make the vision plain so you can actually pursue it. So if you haven't already, make sure you check it out. Also, don't forget to grab your copy of the Mindset Matters digital playbook. This was designed for the person who knows they're called for more but feels stuck, unsure, or out of alignment. It will teach you how to reframe your mindset and become the best version of yourself. By the way, did you know that I offer one-on-one coaching sessions for creatives and entrepreneurs? This is perfect for the person who is tired of guessing, overthinking, and doing everything alone. During our coaching session, I will teach you everything about content creation, social media management, monetization, strategy, analytics, and oh my gosh, so much more. And after our sessions, you will walk away with clarity, confidence, and a plan you can actually execute. So if you haven't already, make sure you book your one-on-one coaching session with me today. All of this information is listed in the show notes. The other day, I was going on a drive and I had this random thought about how I've been trying to make something fit in my life again that no longer serves a purpose. I was thinking about how uncomfortable, uneasy, challenging, and how resistant I've been towards it. And it got me to thinking, outgrowing things is a sign of growth, not failure. Just like clothes, some things simply stop fitting the version of you that exists today. Now, this could look like outgrowing friendships or careers, maybe environments, old habits, or even the identity you once held. Sometimes we try to force things to fit because they once worked. But just because it once fit in your life, it doesn't mean it's meant for the version of you today. Forcing what doesn't fit creates frustration. And that's what I was experiencing last week. A heap of frustration, and not with anyone else but myself. I was frustrated because what I was trying to make fit again used to align with me so perfectly. And I was confused of why it just wasn't working for me anymore. But here's a relatable truth. Trying to squeeze yourself back into old situations will only make you uncomfortable. It's just like when you're trying to put on a pair of jeans that you no longer fits. Now, ladies, how many of you can relate to this? Remember the skinny jean era? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that era has died down. But do you all remember that? I can't tell you how many times I had tried to put on jeans that was too skinny for me. And you know the method. We put one leg in, we put the other leg in, and then you lay down on the bed and you wiggle your legs and you pull the jeans up so that you can make it fit. But see, this is similar to how it is when you stay in roles that no longer fulfill you. Those pair of jeans did not fulfill me. The entire day I would walk around suffocating because I stuffed myself into them, right? It's just like returning to old habits. It'll stunt your progress. Or even trying to please people who only knew the old version of you. So when you're experiencing discomfort from trying to make something fit that no longer does, it will create a signal. And that signal means that you've outgrown something. Now, some of the tension in your life may be coming from trying to shrink yourself back into something you've already grown beyond. And for me, I know for sure, after reflecting and identifying the limiting beliefs that I was experiencing, such as defeat, failure, discomfort, embarrassment, I knew, you know what? Maybe this just no longer aligns. And if it doesn't align, then I can leave it behind. It is okay to release outdated expectations or to even accept that evolution is normal. See, building a new wardrobe means choosing what aligns with you now. And guess what? You get to decide what that looks like. Because once you accept that something doesn't fit anymore, you get to intentionally choose what does. Now, this may look like redefining your priorities, or maybe building new habits or developing new skills. Or you might end up choosing environments that support your growth and creating a lifestyle that reflects who you are becoming. What I'm learning the hard way, but there's so much value in it, is that my next season requires different choices. I can't go back to the old wardrobe, neither can you. You build one that matches who you've become. All right, love, let's go over some relatable scenarios during this hot seat coaching segment. Remember, I welcome you to let me know what's going on in your world that needs a reframe. Send your scenario to me and I just might coach you on the podcast. The link to the submission form is listed in the show notes. The first scenario is the friend group that no longer fits. And this may feel like every time I hang out with my old friends, I feel like I'm forcing myself to enjoy things that no longer excite me. Maybe you're feeling guilty for changing and your priorities have shifted. You may not be the type of person that goes to the club every weekend now. Maybe you're more of a luxurious type of woman. Maybe you prefer to do fine dining and then go home before midnight. Or maybe you just feel disconnected from old routines as well. See, growth sometimes changes the spaces where you feel comfortable. And you're not wrong for evolving. You're just discovering what no longer fits. What has helped me with letting go of friendships or groups no longer aligns in my life is by being honest with my decision and remembering that everything and everyone has a season. And maybe you've already served theirs in my life and I in theirs. There's no love lost. It's just growth. The second scenario is the career path that no longer feels right. And this is where I fit in. This may look like I worked so hard to build this career, but now it doesn't excite me anymore. Y'all, this is how I was feeling last week. And I'm not talking about the podcast. I'm not talking about content creation. I'm literally talking about something that I've done for a long time. I took a break, and when I went back to it, it didn't feel right. And what I was experiencing was the fear of starting over, fear of disappointing others, and the fear of wasted time. But here's what I'm learning. Outgrowing something doesn't mean it was a mistake. That chapter served its purpose, and now it's time for me to write the next one. I encourage you to be open to see when something no longer fits your life. It's not meant to be tailored. It's meant to be replaced. So here are some questions I would love for you to reflect on. What in my life currently feels tight or uncomfortable? Am I trying to hold on to something that no longer fits? What would it look like to build a life that aligns with who I am today? And what new pieces belong in my wardrobe for the next season? Growth will always require you to release what once fit. But when you make space for what aligns with who you've become, you give yourself permission to step into the life that truly fits you. Thank you for hanging out with me today on the Pretty Aligned podcast. I hope something in this episode gave you a fresh perspective or a new way to see yourself. Remember, small shifts create big change. If you love today's conversation, share this with a friend who needs it and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next reset. Until then, keep aligning, keep growing, and keep becoming the best version of you.